Lotus Academy of Diet and Fitness.
Chapter 9. Nutrient Deficiencies and Disorders in Nutritional Biochemistry. Iron deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Iron deficiency is a widespread nutritional problem globally. Iron is vital for oxygen transport, energy production, and enzyme function. Inadequate iron leads to low hemoglobin levels, causing iron deficiency anemia. Let's explore the key aspects of iron deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Iron absorption. Iron is absorbed in the small intestine. There are two main forms of dietary iron. Heme iron, found in animal-based foods such as meat, fish, and poultry. Heme iron is more easily absorbed by the body compared to non-heme iron. Non-heme iron, present in plant-based foods like beans, lentils, and leafy greens. Non-heme iron has lower bioavailability, and its absorption can be affected by other dietary factors. Factors affecting iron absorption. Vitamin C. Consuming vitamin C-rich foods along with non-heme iron sources can enhance iron absorption. Calcium and tannins. Calcium and tannins, found in tea and coffee, can inhibit the absorption of non-heme iron. Phthalate and polyphenols. Phthalate and polyphenols in certain plant foods can also reduce iron absorption. O. Iron status. The body's iron status influences iron absorption. When iron stores are low, the body enhances iron absorption, and when iron stores are high, absorption is reduced to avoid iron overload. Iron utilization. Iron is crucial for various bodily functions, including energy production, DNA synthesis, and immune response. Inadequate iron can cause fatigue, weakness, poor cognitive function, and susceptibility to infections. Signs and symptoms of iron deficiency. Common symptoms of iron deficiency anemia include fatigue, weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, dizziness, and headache. Risk factors for iron deficiency. Certain populations are more at risk of iron deficiency, including pregnant women, young children, adolescents, menstruating females, and individuals with restricted diets, for example, vegetarians and vegans. Prevention and treatment. Iron deficiency can be addressed through dietary changes, and in severe instances, iron supplements. Eating foods rich in iron like meats, fish, legumes, fortified cereals, and leafy greens helps maintain iron levels. Importance of accurate diagnosis. It's essential to accurately diagnose iron deficiency through blood tests, as excessive iron supplementation can lead to iron overload, which can be harmful to the body. Vitamin D deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Vitamin D deficiency is a prevalent issue in nutritional science. This fat-soluble vitamin is vital for bone health, immune function, and regulating calcium levels. Our bodies produce it with sunlight exposure, and it's found in some foods and supplements. Here are key aspects of vitamin D deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Sunlight exposure. Sunlight triggers the skin to produce vitamin D3, crucial for health. But factors like location, time, season, skin color, and sunscreen use affect this process. Dietary sources. Vitamin D comes from foods like fatty fish, cod liver oil, and fortified dairy and cereals, yet natural sources may not provide enough for daily needs. Risk factors for deficiency. Risk factors for vitamin D deficiency include inadequate sun exposure, limited dietary intake of vitamin D-rich foods, dark skin pigmentation, reducing synthesis, aging, obesity, and medical conditions affecting fat absorption or kidney function. Physiological effects of deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency reduces calcium absorption, increases calcium loss from bones, and impairs bone mineralization. Severe cases can cause rickets in children or osteomalacia in adults, characterized by weakened and softened bones. Association with other health conditions. Vitamin D deficiency is associated with a higher risk of health issues like osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, certain cancers, autoimmune disorders, and infections. Screening and diagnosis. Blood tests like assessing 25-hydroxyvitamin D levels diagnose vitamin D deficiency. While the ideal level of 25-hydroxyvitamin D is debated, values under 20 ng/ml, 50 nmol are typically seen as deficient. Prevention and treatment. Adequate sun exposure, regular intake of vitamin D-rich foods, and when necessary, supplementation with vitamin D are essential strategies for preventing and correcting vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin B12 deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, is crucial for various bodily functions. It aids in DNA synthesis, red blood cell formation, nerve health, and the metabolism of amino acids and fats. Sources include meat, fish, dairy, and supplements, making it essential to prevent deficiency, which can affect overall health. Here are key aspects of vitamin B12 deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Dietary sources. Vitamin B12 is mostly in animal foods like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. Plants don't have it naturally, which can be tough for vegans and strict vegetarians to get enough from their diets alone. Absorption. For vitamin B12 to be absorbed, your stomach needs enough acid, and your stomach lining has to make a protein called intrinsic factor. Then, vitamin B12 can bind to intrinsic factor in the small intestine for absorption. Risk factors for deficiency. Risk factors for low vitamin B12 levels: being vegan or vegetarian without enough fortified foods, stomach or intestine problems like pernicious anemia or celiac disease, and getting older, which can lower stomach acid and intrinsic factor. Physiological effects of deficiency. Low vitamin B12 can cause megaloblastic anemia, making red blood cells big and immature. Symptoms include tiredness, weakness, pale skin, tingling in hands and feet, trouble walking, mood swings, and thinking problems. Neurological effects. Long-term lack of vitamin B12 can cause nerve problems like peripheral neuropathy, balance issues, memory loss, and depression. If not treated quickly, these issues might not go away. Diagnosis. Blood tests, such as measuring serum vitamin B12 levels and other related markers, for example homocysteine and methylmalonic acid, are used to diagnose vitamin B12 deficiency. Prevention and treatment. To prevent or treat vitamin B12 deficiency, it's important to eat foods high in vitamin B12 or take supplements if needed. For people with absorption issues like pernicious anemia, regular vitamin B12 injections might be required. Preventing and treating vitamin B12 deficiency is crucial for good health. Getting enough vitamin B12 from food, fortified products, or supplements is key, especially for those prone to deficiency. Detecting and addressing it early can avoid serious complications and support overall well-being. Iodine deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Iodine is vital for making thyroid hormones that regulate metabolism and growth. It's mainly obtained from food, and not having enough can cause thyroid problems and other health issues. Here are key aspects of iodine deficiency in nutritional biochemistry. Dietary sources. Iodine is in some foods like seafood and iodized salt. Dairy and eggs can also add iodine, depending on the animal's diet and food processing methods. Thyroid hormone synthesis. The thyroid gland takes up iodine from the bloodstream to produce thyroid hormones. The thyroid gland incorporates iodine into the amino acid tyrosine to form T3 and T4. Risk factors for deficiency. Areas far from the sea or without iodized salt are prone to iodine deficiency. Pregnant women, infants, and young kids are at risk because iodine is crucial for brain development in early life. Physiological effects of deficiency. Iodine deficiency can cause thyroid issues like goiter and hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism can lead to symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, and cognitive problems. Severe deficiency during pregnancy can result in cretinism, causing intellectual and physical disabilities in the child. Iodine in salt and fortification. Salt iodization programs, adding iodine to table salt, have helped combat iodine deficiency in many countries. It's a successful public health strategy to address iodine deficiency disorders. Iodine excess. Excessive iodine intake, often through supplements or seaweed-based products, can cause thyroid dysfunction, including inflammation and hypothyroidism. Monitoring iodine status. Monitoring iodine levels in the population is crucial to assess the success of iodine fortification programs and to identify regions at risk of iodine deficiency. Preventing iodine deficiency is crucial for health. A balanced diet with iodine-rich foods and iodized salt helps. Pregnant women need to pay extra attention to iodine for their baby's brain. Seeking advice from healthcare professionals is essential for evaluating and managing iodine-related concerns. Pellagra in nutritional biochemistry. Pellagra is a disease caused by a severe lack of niacin, vitamin B3, and tryptophan in the diet. It's a classic example of a deficiency disorder in nutritional biochemistry. Symptoms include dermatitis, diarrhea, dementia, and more. Here are key aspects of pellagra in nutritional biochemistry. Niacin deficiency. Niacin, or vitamin B3, is vital for making coenzymes that help with energy metabolism. It comes in two forms, nicotinic acid and nicotinamide. Plus, the body can turn the amino acid tryptophan into niacin. Causes of deficiency. Pellagra is common where diets rely heavily on corn and lack diversity. Corn has low niacin and proteins that hinder niacin absorption. If there's insufficient niacin-rich food or poor protein intake affecting tryptophan conversion, pellagra can develop. Classic symptoms. Pellagra is characterized by the three deciscins: dermatitis, diarrhea, and dementia. The dermatitis appears as a photosensitive rash, particularly on exposed skin areas. The diarrhea is often chronic and severe. The dementia presents as cognitive impairment, confusion, and other neurological symptoms. Other symptoms. In addition to the three deciscins, pellagra can lead to fatigue, weakness, loss of appetite, and weight loss. Impact on the body. Niacin deficiency disrupts various metabolic pathways, affecting energy production and leading to a range of physiological disturbances. The skin, gastrointestinal tract, and nervous system are particularly affected due to their high metabolic activity and dependence on niacin-derived coenzymes. Prevention and treatment. Pellagra can be prevented and treated by ensuring an adequate intake of niacin through a balanced diet. Foods rich in niacin include meat, fish, poultry, nuts, seeds, legumes, and enriched or fortified grains. Clinical significance. While pellagra is rare in developed nations with diverse diets, it's still a concern in regions with limited food variety and poor nutrition. Recognizing its symptoms and promoting diverse diets is crucial for public health and healthcare providers. Pellagra was once a major public health concern, but better nutrition education, fortified foods, and diverse diets have reduced its prevalence in many areas. However, it underscores the need for balanced diets. Prompt treatment with niacin supplements can greatly alleviate symptoms if pellagra is suspected or diagnosed.